last determined that we're just sticking with the main level, or the main menu, the intro level, chapter 1, chapter 2, and then a transition screen. Perhaps we'll add a game over screen, but we'll address that later. Just to familiarize ourselves with where the project is at, we'll just click play. Okay, obviously button is very ugly. Something wrong with the scaling here. I think I had written these notes out. Where's my little bitty notebook? Where's my little bitty notebook? I did write this out. Where is it? I don't know, but I shall write it out again. So we are at, oh no, there we go. Yep, alright, here it is. I don't know what the date was, but the button on the intro is still fuzzy. That is so correct. What happened? Ah, so we're at the point where we're trying to, what is this, F8? Yep. We're trying to have the animation play to transition from scene to scene. But it's not doing that, and why is that? Oh my god, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. Emotional stuff is a distraction. Be rid of it, be rid of it, be rid of it. Alright, here is the function. Do we make this a singleton? We have a function called transition scenes that takes in a target that is a string. We take the animation player, we call play, and then we fade. Why is this? Okay. Is play valid? Okay, so where is this even? Right? This is it. Playing this scene. There should be an animation though. Here's the animation player. Go back to the scene. Press play. Alright, and then we just play the same animation in reverse to fade out. So what we have, forgot to do my little tradition here, so pardon me. Okay. So what we have is animation player. Animation player is valid. We're getting that immediately and referencing the animation player. So we get the animation player, we press play, and what are we playing? Fade. That is the name of the animation. We await for the animation to finish. Then we change the scene to whatever we defined as the target. And we animation player backwards, right? Because we don't need to wait. Once the animation is done, we'll just play it backwards. We change the scene and we'll play it backwards. Okay, so all that makes sense to me. So where am I? All of that makes sense. Well, that makes sense. Is this a single then? Is it a singleton? Sounds like I'm saying simpleton. No, that's me. Ha 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 ha. Alright. So it's not a singleton. So how am I even calling this in the main menu? Main menu? How do you explain yourself? Okay, I'm calling it, but it's not a singleton. So how am I even calling it? It has to be a transition. Yeah. I don't understand how I'm calling this, but transition scenes dot transition scenes, and then we take in the target, which is the scene, right? Target, yeah, which is the scene in question that we're trying to transition to. Boom, intro scene. So why is this not? Boom. Attempt to call function play on base null instance. Do we need to instantiate? And I think that's actually where we left off last time, is where I was like, do I need to instantiate the animation player? I don't think so, because we called the animation player immediately. So, and it's on ready. So I don't see the reason we would need to. One more time. Very confused by this. Saying it like it's not. Really quick. Let's do this. Let's do this. This is the main menu. So let's call a ready function. And let's say print animation player dot class. I think that's it. Okay, so same issue. It's like attempting to call get class based on null instance on a null instance. This doesn't exist, so I don't know. You want me to do something with something that doesn't exist? And it's like, I don't see how you don't exist. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't see how you don't exist. It all makes sense to me. I'm gonna comment you out. I'm gonna bring you over here. Bing, bang, bing. Not declare. It's in the current. Oh my god! Right, because it's only gonna exist in this little thing. So it can't be in the ready function. It has to be on ready. Could we just call it without the on ready? Can we do that? Yep. At on ready. Variable. Oh boy. again, it's not even. I don't understand why it's not identifying. Like you're the animation player. Maybe if I do that. You're fucking annoying. Play, and I'm gonna keep it as such. Not gonna get into anything else. Intent is to create. And I learned my lesson. You never ask one AI what they think. You ask two. You always ask two. This is why I gotta get a second screen, because I really don't like signing in on any of this shit. And Aura is always better, I found anyway. Which it is, right? It is, it is. Double check that the path to the animation player node is correct. I don't see how it could be wrong, but this is what we'll do. Animation player node. I mean, is assigned. Is assigned to the animation player variable. Yeah, it is. Confirm that the animation player node is assigned to. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe that was the problem. I doubt it. It doesn't say like missing animation or any shit like that. Look how bloated this project is. It is fucking unorganized as hell. um, let's see. Oh no, not target. Play hashtag. I really think that this needs to be a singleton. I don't know if that's 100% what's causing this. I don't think it is. But either way. Oh, wait. I'm not even in the. There it is. Yep. Because I was like, doesn't make sense. Of course it doesn't make it. Like, it wouldn't have been possible for me to do that without me making it a singleton or auto load in Godot. Animation player. Keep showing up. No. You know what? We don't even need, honestly, it to be on ready, right? Couldn't we just create a variable inside, call it animation underscore player, right? And set that equal to the can we just do that? I think so. I think so. Let's try it. How are you still null? How are you still null? Attempt to call play based on a null instance in base null instance on a null instance. How do you not exist? I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the path that you exist in. Like, what the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. Bro, alright, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm sure...
So your Godot game is coming along great, and canvas layer so that it appears on top of everything else. Transition and add this function which will let us switch to a scene by time 0.5 or however long your animation is with an alpha value of 255. So now when you play the animation, you should see your color rec fade in. We'll use this animation to invisible by adding a key starting point for your animations. We'll use animation is a special animation in Godot and will run whenever the game starts rect and configure it appropriately to our game and style preferences. And we'll also make sure to have it ignore mouse movements so it doesn't interfere with user input, and we'll go ahead and set its module alpha to 0 so that it is invisible. Next, we'll add an animation player node with two animations, reset and dissolve. In case you're unfamiliar with easy to swap with our current code, we'll add a script scene transition and add this function which will let us switch to a scene by path the same way we do with getTree.changeScene. But we'll wait until the dissolve animation has concluded to do so. Once the scene has transitioned, we'll play the animation backwards to fade the dissolve rectangle out and reveal our newly
Yeah, basically the same code. But he references it directly rather than assigning it a variable. Why that should make a difference, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're saying the same thing. Right? I really do. Like, I really feel like we're saying the same thing. I'm saying animation player here, and then you're like, yeah, animation player. But you're like, no, I need a direct reference. And it's like, why, bitch? Why do you need a direct reference? Like, I think you're good, man. I think you're good. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Really? Because I assigned it to a variable. So how do you not know what I'm talking about? But go off, sis. You are wild. Yeah, play doesn't exist. Why? Why can't I access? Would it be autoplay? Would it be pause? Well, play backwards is there. How often do we see play? See, here's play. Here it is. It is a method within this shit. Play, right there. A method. All it requires is a string. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I'm so confused by this. Here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this because this is what the code I had in the video. When using the following, comma, I still get a null instance. Boom. Boom. See, this is why you always copy and paste it, because I'm good at it. That's what I tried before with the on ready. Like, that makes sense to me that it's a on ready issue. Can I do an on ready inside here? At on ready var animation underscore player is equal to yeah, I didn't think so. Sorry, lost in stupid emotions here. Boy, what? How are you null? How are you null? At the very beginning. Can I say like await? I don't know. Does it give me a parameter of time I can choose from? Wait. No, it should happen automatically. This is so weird. It's such a stupid, simple problem. Honestly, like part of the frustrating thing is like this I imagined was gonna take me like 2 minutes out of this whole session, but I have not been able to solve it just yet. But I'm gonna do my best to refer back to my fundamentals and break it apart before I end my session. So it's a null instance. We have an animation player accessing don't let emotions get in the way. Focus on your dream. On ready. Moment is ready. There. Can't put it in the ready function because then it becomes inaccessible outside of the ready function. Can't put it inside of this because then although I mean that's a Godot 3 here, maybe honestly the Godot documentation. Scene transition. Stick with that. Emotions. Don't focus on emotions. Focus on your dreams.
Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'll be showing how to use the animation player in Godot 4. To get started, I will add a new node called animation player. And here we can select different attributes of our object or objects to animate. We can create a new animation by going animation, new, let's just call it tutorial, but you can call it whatever you would like. You know, you can do idle, walking, etc. And here, add track. For everything you want to do, like such as position and sprite sheet, etc., you need to add a track. So I'll add a property track. Click on my sprite, let's do position. And let's say I want to start here, so I can right click, insert key, right, drag it along, and if I move it, say this way, and I insert the key, it will now go between them. I can also add sprite rotation, and I can add a key here, go over here, maybe rotate a little bit, like that, insert the key, and as you can see, it now does both the rotation and the position. One very cool feature with Godot is that you can animate more than just these basic functions. You can animate anything, such as the texture or visibility. So if I add a property, go to sprite, let's do the modulate or self-modulate, I can insert a key, and if I go over here, I can set this to be less transparent, or more transparent. Insert key. And now, as you can see, we slowly fade in as we're moving. If we want to loop this animation, we just go loop, and now it will play over and over again. If we want to change the speed of our animation, either faster or slower, we can edit this speed scale. So let's do 0.1, and now we'll go 10th the speed. And twice the speed. Now over to scripting, I will add a script to my animation player. And here we can edit variables, as you can see in here. So I can change the speed scale in here. So let's set the speed scale. Speed underscore scale. We'll get 0.5. 0.5. To play an animation from our script, we can just go play, and our animation name tutorial, press play. See, now it automatically plays. If we want to know when our animation is finished, we can disable our loop, go to node, on animation.
Why does it need to be on the canvas layer? Answer, it probably doesn't need to be.
Animation fit, press play. See, now we have 0.5. Do play.
Okay. Okay, first of all, this is partially due to my horrible spelling. Largely due to my horrible spelling. It's also because we don't need this anymore. So why does this even exist? that's valid. Rather than having 2, now we have 1. Make that a little bit more clear. For myself, anyway, because my spelling is garbage. Dialogic. Oh, okay. I was like, what the? Who asked dialogic to get in the conversation? Oh, that's already wrong. Okay, well, it's different. And at least it's a concise error. Fade doesn't exist in the animation player. Weird, because it looks like it exists. It's about exactly the same, buddy. Hmm. Hmm. That is odd, I tell you what. 'Cause normally you should put in the valid options, right? That's why I think. Here's play. Paid. Okay. Worked that time. How? Same error. Why isn't that found? I honestly don't know. Alright, I don't know, but I'm gonna call it on this one. Yeah, I put it in my rep. So,